What I'm about to say is going to make a lot of women mad, and anytime that I've alluded to this idea, they'll just come for me. But the abuse and you being dragged and stressed and pressed by the dusty man in your life is half your fault. And it's not me saying it, it's Dr. Shefali saying it in chapter 3 of A Radical Awakening. So hear me out, because this chapter has made so many women mad. In fact, this chapter is the main reason why women don't like this book. She basically gives dusty men a pass by saying that they are also living in a patriarchy too. And even though it's a male created patriarchy, they live in it and it affects them immensely, just as it affects women. She says that when we man bash, we remain enslaved to men. And she says that we do this because we are co-creators of propping up the patriarchy. It's not just the negative self-concept that we have for ourselves as women, or the way that we berate ourselves when we look at our body in the mirror and we think about if only we could be thinner and we're disgusted by what we see in the mirror. It's how women treat other women. Now, hear me out. I've had so much experience with this in this last year. I had female friends around me that hated to see me win, that when I really started to achieve success in my life, turned on me, created drama, and started a smear campaign. Women are notorious for doing this to each other. I bet if I pulled a woman off of the street, no matter who she was, she would have a story to tell of a woman that tore her down. And why do women do this to each other? Why do we tear each other down when we're fighting the patriarchy, when we are fighting this oppressive system that hurts everyone, that hurts our children, that continues to hurt us on the daily? We do it because we are the inheritors of the lower power structure, meaning the women are below men in the patriarchy, and we are treated as such. We are withheld rights as such. And so what do? We do what most minority groups do when they are denied power. We fight amongst each other for the last remaining semblance of power left. And how do we attain power as women in the patriarchy? We attain it through men. We attain it through men liking us, through pleasing men. And so that's why you will have women, girlfriends, turning on each other over men, fighting over men, tearing each other down when each other has success, or when another woman perceives that her friend is gaining more power in the structure that surrounds us. She will passive aggressively try to tear that woman off of her pedestal. I have another example, Avery Woods. Avery Woods is an influencer here on this app, and as she has received more fame and more accolades, and you can see that her lifestyle is improving, go into her comment section when she buys a new car or gets a nose job, as she did today, or goes on a shopping vlog and shows you designer bags that she's buying. Women are in the comments tearing her down and knocking her down, saying how she's forgotten who she is, and they liked her better when she was humble, more like them. Because women, humans really, but women especially, hate to see other women doing better than them. They feel this sense of jealousy, and if they really look at that feeling on a deeper level, they are threatened. Why are they threatened? Because we are the gender in that has to fight over the second class semblance of power, because the men are at the top. It's still a man's world, and we are fighting each other for our very survival in some cases. And so women don't even understand where this comes from, but they are tearing each other down. As Dr. Shefali says, the sisterhood that we have with each other is quite literally our salvation. She also goes so far as to say that every time we knock another woman down, we are giving our power over to men, a power that they didn't ask for, but will certainly indirectly benefit from. And many women don't care about this fact because they are so beholden to men. They are pick-me's, and these women that tear other women down, I can honestly say in the experience that I've had with them, they're unconscious to the fact that they are pandering for a man's attention. They are pandering for a man's approval. They don't even understand that they're doing it because they're looking to a man to create a semblance of safety for them. They are looking for a man to help them to rise in the power or security in the world around them, and not understanding that their salvation lies in strengthening themselves and strengthening other women. That is how we break free from the bonds of patriarchy. And as she says in this chapter, it starts with us looking at ourselves and healing within so that we feel secure enough to stand on business and to build ourselves and to not look to a man to give us safety. And then we will be far less likely to tear down other women because they're doing better than us, because we feel good enough within and we can stand on our own power and ability to change and to improve our station.